Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Lucas, and I've dedicated my career to helping seniors like you live your healthiest, most vibrant lives.
Once you turn 60, life changes in ways you never expected. Some people thrive feeling healthier, happier, and more fulfilled than ever. But others, they struggle. They wake up each morning feeling lost, unmotivated, and unsure of what their days will bring. The difference between the two isn't just luck. It comes down to having the right things in place to support your health, mindset, and overall well-being. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 things you absolutely need after 60 if you don't want to end up feeling miserable. These aren't luxury items or unrealistic goals. They're essential parts of a fulfilling life that many people overlook until it's too late. If you don't have them, life can become frustrating, lonely, and even unhealthy. But when you do, every day feels more purposeful, more joyful, and more rewarding. Stick with me until the very end because the last one is something that many people ignore until they wake up one day and realize they've lost a part of themselves. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear picture of what's truly important and how you can make sure you have these things in place for the years ahead. Now, let's get started. Number 1, a strong sense of purpose. After 60, life takes on a different rhythm. For decades, most people are busy raising families, building careers, taking care of responsibilities. But once retirement kicks in or the kids are out of the house, something changes, the structured days that once gave life. Meanings start to fade, and for many, that can lead to a sense of emptiness. This is why having a strong sense of purpose is absolutely essential. Without it, days feel long, motivation declines, and even health can start to suffer. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Are you excited about the day ahead, or do you find yourself drifting? Unsure of what to do with your time? Studies have shown that people who have a clear sense of purpose live longer, have lower rates of depression, and even experience fewer chronic illnesses. It's not just about staying busy, it's about feeling like your life still matters, that what you do each day has meaning. For example, take someone like Richard. He retired at 65 after a long career in finance. At first, he enjoyed the freedom, waking up late, taking it easy. But after a few months, he felt restless. He missed the structure, the sense of accomplishment. Then one day, he started mentoring young professionals at a local business program. Suddenly, he had a reason to get up in the morning. His energy returned, his mind stayed sharp, and most importantly, he felt valued again. That's the power of purpose. Your purpose doesn't have to be tied to work. It can be volunteering, learning a new skill, helping your grandchildren, writing, painting, gardening, anything that makes you feel engaged and gives you a sense of contribution. The key is to wake up each morning knowing you have something meaningful to do. Without purpose, life after 60 can start to feel like a slow drift toward the inevitable. But with it, every day becomes an opportunity. An opportunity to grow, to give, and to enjoy the life you've worked so hard for. And the best part? It's never too late to find a new sense of purpose, no matter where you are in life. Number 2, meaningful social connections. One of the biggest mistakes people make after 60 is isolating themselves. Maybe retirement changes their daily interactions. Old friends move away or family members get caught up in their own lives. Whatever the reason, too many seniors find themselves spending more time alone than they ever expected. And while a little solitude can be peaceful, too much of it can be dangerous. A lack of meaningful social connections isn't just bad for your mood. It can take a serious toll on your physical and mental health. Loneliness has been linked to everything from high blood pressure and weakened immune function to an increased risk of dementia. Studies show that chronic loneliness can be just as harmful to your body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And the worst part? Many people don't even realize it's happening. They tell themselves they're fine, that they like their independence. But over time, that lack of connection starts to wear on them. They stop laughing as much, stop engaging in conversations, and little by little, their world gets smaller. Take someone like Margaret, a 72-year-old widow who spent most of her time at home after her husband passed. At first, she enjoyed the quiet, the freedom to do things on her own time. But as the months went by, she started to feel restless. She found herself talking less, feeling less motivated, even losing interest in hobbies she once loved. Then one day, she joined a local walking group at the park. At first, it was just casual small talk with strangers, but soon she found herself looking forward to those meetups.
She made new friends, shared stories, laughed more, and suddenly life felt lighter again. Social connections don't have to mean a packed social calendar or constant outings. It's about quality, not quantity. A few good friends, a close-knit group, or even regular phone calls with family members can make a world of difference. The key is consistency, having people in your life who check in on you, share moments with you, and remind you that you're not alone. If you find yourself withdrawing, make the effort to reconnect. Join a club, take a class, volunteer, or simply reach out to an old friend. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but that one phone call or that one invitation you accept could change everything. Life is meant to be shared, and after 60, having strong social connections isn't just nice, it's necessary. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, physical strength and mobility. After 60, the way you take care of your body determines how much freedom you'll have in the years ahead. Some people assume that getting weaker, slower, or more tired is just a normal part of aging. But here's the truth. Losing physical strength and mobility isn't just about getting older, it's about not doing the right things to maintain them. And if you don't prioritize your physical health now, it will absolutely catch up to you later. The decline doesn't happen all at once. At first, it's small things, needing to sit down more often, feeling sore after carrying groceries, noticing that stairs take more effort than they used to. Then before you know it, those small challenges become real obstacles. Simple tasks, standing up from a chair, walking around the block, even opening a jar start to feel like a struggle. And once mobility is lost, it's incredibly difficult to get back. Take someone like Paul, a 68-year-old who used to be active, but stopped exercising after retirement. At first, he didn't notice much of a difference. But over time he started feeling weaker. His legs felt stiff in the mornings. He avoided long walks because his knees ached. And he found himself relying on his arms to push himself out of a chair. Then one day he tripped on his front steps, not because they were too high, but because his legs weren't strong enough to react fast enough. That's when he realized he wasn't just aging, he was losing his independence. The good news? Strength and mobility can be improved at any age. It's never too late to start. Simple exercises, walking, light strength training, balance drills can help keep your muscles strong, your joints flexible, and your body capable of handling daily life. Studies show that seniors who do regular strength training have lower risks of falls, better heart health, and even improved brain function. And here's something many people don't realize. Muscle loss isn't just about weakness. It directly impacts metabolism, energy levels, and even immune function. The less muscle you have, the slower your metabolism gets, which makes it easier to gain weight and harder to stay energized. And a weaker immune system means you're more vulnerable to illness, injuries, and longer recovery times. So how do you start? Keep it simple. Take a 20-minute walk each day. Do a few squats or leg raises while watching TV. Try light resistance exercises with small hand weights. The goal isn't to become a bodybuilder. It's to keep your body strong enough to support you. Every small effort adds up. And the sooner you start, the more control you'll have over your mobility and independence in the years ahead. Number 4, financial stability and peace of mind. One of the biggest sources of stress for people over 60 is in health. It's money. Even if you've worked hard your entire life, saved what you could, and planned for retirement, financial worries can creep in. Expenses don't go away just because you've stopped working. In fact, for many people, they increase. Medical bills, home maintenance, unexpected emergencies. It all adds up. And if you're not financially prepared, the stress alone can take a toll on your health, your relationships, and your overall sense of security. Here's the reality. Financial stability isn't just about having a big bank account. It's about knowing you're covered. It's about being able to handle unexpected expenses without panic. It's about feeling confident that you won't have to rely on others or make drastic lifestyle changes just to get by. Studies show that financial stress can increase the risk of heart disease, anxiety, and even cognitive decline. And yet many people avoid thinking about their finances until a crisis forces them to. Take someone like Barbara, a 70-year-old who assumed her retirement savings would be enough. 4 years she lived comfortably, covering her basic needs without worry. But then her roof needed major repairs. And shortly after, she was hit with a surprise medical bill. Suddenly, she found herself dipping into her savings faster than expected, and the anxiety set in. Every purchase felt stressful. Every bill made her nervous. The financial pressure wasn't just about money. It was affecting her entire well-being. But here's the good news. Financial security is something you can build even later in life. It starts with knowing where you stand. If you haven't reviewed your finances recently, take the time to sit down and go through everything. Your savings, your expenses, your investments, and any potential future costs. Understanding what you have and what you might need can give you clarity and help you make informed decisions before problems arise. Another key factor, minimizing unnecessary expenses. Many people overpay for things without realizing it. Insurance, subscriptions, services they no longer need. Cutting back on even small expenses can add up over time, creating a cushion for emergencies. And if you're worried about outliving your savings, consider looking into part-time income options. Many retirees find joy and purpose in small side jobs, consulting, or even turning hobbies into income sources. Lastly, don't overlook the importance of having a plan for medical and long-term care expenses. Healthcare costs can be one of the biggest financial burdens in later life. And having the right insurance or financial strategy in place can make a huge difference in your ability to handle those costs stress-free. Financial peace of mind isn't just about numbers on a page. It's about freedom. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you're in control of your future. And when you have that security, everything else in life feels just a little bit lighter. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, a sense of personal growth and curiosity. After 60, many people make the mistake of thinking their best years are behind them. They settle into routines, avoid new challenges, and stop pushing themselves to learn or experience new things. And at first it might not seem like a big deal. But over time something happens, they start to feel stuck. Life becomes repetitive. The excitement, the curiosity, the feeling of moving forward slowly fades. And when that happens, it doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your brain, your energy, and even your health. Here's the truth. The moment you stop learning, you start declining. Studies have shown that keeping your mind engaged, whether through reading, learning new skills, or even just staying curious, can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline and diseases like dementia. It's not just about keeping busy. It's about growth. It's about maintaining the part of yourself that thrives on discovery, on challenges, on the feeling of accomplishment. Take someone like Thomas, a 74-year-old retired engineer. After decades of working on complex projects, he suddenly found himself with nothing to work on. At first he enjoyed the break, but eventually he started feeling restless. He had no reason to challenge himself, no real goals. Then one day he decided to take a basic woodworking class at a local community center. What started as a simple hobby turned into something bigger. He built furniture for his grandkids, made gifts for friends, and even started selling small pieces at a local market. But more than that, he felt alive again. Learning something new gave him purpose, confidence, and a fresh outlook on life. Personal growth doesn't have to mean going back to school or taking on huge projects. It can be as simple as reading new books, learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or even just trying different types of puzzles or mental challenges. The goal isn't perfection, it's engagement. It's about staying interested in life and keeping your mind sharp, your creativity flowing, and your world expanding instead of shrinking. And here's something most people don't realize: curiosity keeps you young. People who stay engaged in learning tend to be more optimistic, more adaptable, and even more social. It gives you things to talk about, things to look forward to, and a reason to stay excited about the future. So ask yourself, when was the last time you learned something new? Just for the joy of it. When was the last time you challenged yourself in a way that made you feel proud? If it's been a while, maybe it's time to explore something fresh. Because the truth is, once you stop growing, you start fading. But when you keep pushing yourself to learn, to explore, and to stay curious, life keeps rewarding you, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Final thoughts. We've talked about 5 things you absolutely need after 60 if you want to live a happy, fulfilling life. A strong sense of purpose. meaningful social connections, physical strength and mobility, financial stability, and personal growth. Each of these plays a crucial role in shaping your future. Without them, life can start to feel empty, stressful, and even isolating. But when you have them, every day feels more rewarding, more enjoyable, and more yours. Now take a moment to think, which of these areas do you already have in place and which ones might need a little work? Do you wake up with a sense of purpose? Do you have people in your life who truly support and uplift you? Are you taking care of your body, keeping it strong and mobile? Do you feel financially secure enough to enjoy your retirement without worry? And most importantly, are you still growing as a person, learning, exploring, and challenging yourself? If you're missing any of these, don't wait for someday to start making changes. Small steps today can lead to huge improvements in your happiness, health, and overall well-being. The key is to stay engaged, stay connected, and keep moving forward. Because life doesn't stop at 60. In many ways, it's just beginning. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.